Sophie, is anything hurting now?
No, nothing. I'm being completely truthful when I say that. I really expected there to be parts that I wouldn't have wanted to think about by now, but actually, no, I'm absolutely fine.
And what are you going to do next?
Probably not much for the next couple of days, but then I don't know. I feel like I don't want to lose what I've done, so I've got to get out there and do something else. I've got to think of something else to do.
Tour de France.
Yeah, well, yes.
How was it in the summer, all week cycling?
Well, if you told me that I feel like this at the end of 7 days cycling, I would never have believed you. But I really do feel good. And it has been a lovely, lovely experience. We have been extraordinarily lucky with the weather. And I do think that if it had been driving wind and rain, you would have seen a slightly shabbier, slightly more dishevelled and tired-looking party arriving. But, we've all knitted together really well. We've all supported each other really well. We've got some experienced riders in the team who've really looked after us. And really encouraged those that aren't quite as experienced. But everybody put a lot of training into it, so actually at the end of the day we've ended up by being, I think, pretty well prepared.
And you did suffer strong headwinds. It was a long way.
Yeah, there was we were lucky going over the border and into Northumberland. We were okay, but then a couple of days ago we had, yesterday actually, we had quite a high headwind, and then crosswind, which was coming from the right and the left. And
what were the hardest parts?
The hardest part, well, always the hardest parts are the hills, to be honest. They always are, but you just have to select the right gear, which doesn't always happen in the way that you hope it will, but and just sort of tick up, because the important thing is that this wasn't a race. It was just a question of getting from A to B in one piece and as easily as possible.
What was your longest day of cycling?
The longest day was about 82, 83 miles, but we did several of those. So
how many hours did that take?
One of the days probably about 5 hours, one of the days a bit longer because it was over rougher terrain. But yeah, actually surprisingly, for my standard, reasonably quick.
And cycling down the mile coming here.
That was special. That was really special. Yes.
And having your children here.
Oh, that was lovely, and so many people. It's very overwhelming, actually. It's lovely. We've been cycling in little bubbles. We've got no idea what's been going on outside it. But I did again. Yes, I probably would, actually. Maybe not right now, though.